Hello everyone. Greetings of the day. This is Dr. Ashok Kumar Katta from the Department of MBA Vistas. Semester 2 for the subject of Operation Management. Today I would like to discuss about few important concepts in the subject of Operation Management. First of all, I would like to talk about Introduction to Operation Management, meaning of Operation Management, transformation process of Operation Management, why this Operation Management subject is so important for study. As we know, being a customer, we will decide the performance of the company depending on the quality of the product. If the product is satisfy all our needs, requirements, abilities, we will say that the company products are really good. Vice versa, if you are dissatisfied about the products, immediately we are going to blame. We will inform to the neighbors, our friends also don't buy the product. So this is a general perception of the each and every customer about to the product. As well as we are going to see about other internal core departments also, how it is functioning, and each and every department what they perceived about to the product. As a part of the heart, we will give the equal importance for in the organization also. In the finance department, they were dealing about cash inflows, cash outflows of the organization. Here also, what we are doing that for manufacturing of a product, what is the cost we are going to be spent, and also what is the cost sheet maintenance to knowing about. In simple, all the statements are showing about what is the cost of each and every product. But ultimately, financial department will be calculating, will be measuring that how much of amount they are spending for the materials and what is the ultimate profit was earning through the sale of the product will be regarded by the finance department. And one more important department in the organization is that is HR department. HR department also supplying the manpower to each and every department. Every department, the employees, workers, they were doing their best for directly, indirectly manufacturing of their services and as well as producing of the products. In HR department also, we have skilled employee. These employees will be working in cream level designation, whereas another sort of level of employees will be working in a suitable locations. First, we should be understand very clearly what is the task was given to the employee. Each and every task they is supposed to be performed with 100% efficiently, effectively. Another department called it as marketing department. The entire contribution of the organization, which is basically depending on the sale of marketing department. Marketing department is only the department where they will have a direct contact with the buyers, dealers, and also the n number of intermediaries. Apart from sales, moreover, the department is collecting direct feedback. The first hand feedback they are collecting from the end users, and these feedback which is really helpful for furthermore development of the institution. So like this, each and every department they were doing their best for effective utilization of all the materials inventories at the organization, and also that another side of the coin they are offering fulfillment of basic needs of each and everyone at the country and also the all over the globe. After this brief discussion, now we are going to be looking into the important concept of what is operation management. Now, the term was a broader thing. Now, when we go for a penetrate level, the operation management we can split up to the two important parts, that is production, operations. Combination of the both together will be called it as operation management. First of all, what is production? Production is the process that transforms the raw materials into finished goods. As we are also observing, being a manufacturers, the production department is a very important department in the organization, because they are only direct involvement of manufacturing of the products, whereas other departments also contributing their efficiency by indirectly. Now this production department, they will be getting direct orders, commands, requirements. Relatively, they will design manufacturing of the products and as well as value adding of services to fulfill the basic needs of the customers. Another side important part is operations management. When we talk about only by the products, it will not be fulfilled by the basic needs of each and every customer, but also that the customers are going to be demand, they should be required both tangible, intangible of operational outputs are to be required for fulfillment of the entire process. But in the present scenario, we are seeing about in the operation management is dealing with combination of the goods, services, then ultimately they are going to be extending about furthermore development of this operations management department. Now we can able to say that this is the present trend of the entire business world, because we cannot depending on only to manufacturing of the products or only to manufacturing of the services. Combination of the products, services together, we will see the grand success of the business world. Here we need to see some more important production and operational aspects will be boosted for furthermore development of the entire industry. Here we can able to see operations management, what are the things are going to be dealt. First, to design and manufacturing of the products. Being a customer oriented, the industries are segregated. Every customer when he go for the market, he will be having a lot of expectations about to the product color, design, packing, availability, and especially for the price of the product, which is going to be determined. Should I buy the product? Should I buy for my family or something more else, which is going to be completely depending on the basic elements of the product. Second thing, they are talking about to the process. What is this process? Why it is going to be important to us? Certain food processing industries, before buying a product, customer will inquire in the entire process what kind of ingredients are added, how far the ingredients are good for the human being, validity and other components also to be monitored, observed by each and every customer. So they will be focusing on not only semi-processed or a finished products, but also that sometimes the customers will be buying raw material of the products. They will do the entire certain processes at their homes. Later they will be hand it over to the certain industries to make it as a finished product. As an example, we can able to see for millets. Next one is talking on services. Now we are in the generation of effective utilization of the services. Even though in the banking sector, we will find out by neo banking, whereas virtual banking transactions are very vitally we are using. Recently also, the telecommunication like service providers are entering into the 5G services, which is 100% feasibility of to providing best services for the customers. Last point in this slide, which is talking about the supply chain. Why we are going to discuss or talking about the supply chain is one of the important element in the operations management. After putting your so much of efforts for manufacturing of a product, definitely that should be delivered to the customers with the proper channel. That is possible only by through supply chain. Now we can able to say that many drivers, many other intermediaries also to be active participating in delivering of services to the each and every customers. So supply chain is also one of the important element for a grand success of production, operations, business organizations. Why this operation management is so important for the company point of view and as well as in the point of society. We know very well about the core functions of the management, that is postcard. In simple, planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, reporting, budgeting are very essential for to make your organization as a grand success organization. Now, same management principles we can implement in each and every department for enjoying of the success. Here we can see production department also will be having schedules, targets, production plannings. Based on that, they will be regularly manufacturing of the product. Here, planning is a vital role of the company. Second one is they are talking about coordinating. In the production department, there are certain bases. One particular sub-department output, next department may become a input. Or with the cooperation of multiple sub-departments, only you can be manufacturing of a finished product. So definitely department to department, employee to employee, it should be required some kind of coordination. Then only we can able to see error-free manufactured product. Next important concept is controlling. Why controlling is a part of the production department? Because as we know the fundamentals, when we are manufacturing a product, 70% of amount we are spending on buying of inventory. These inventory directly or indirectly used by production department only. When production department was using the direct material, there is a scope of wastage losses. Those things are we need to be control it only with the help of by a controlling process techniques. So being a production department manager or an employee, definitely you will be having some kind of responsibility about to managing by the entire process. Now here we can able to find out a complete picture which is talking about transformation of process. Like if somebody is asking you, tell me about briefly the entire subject in 3 letters or 3 words, you can say that I, T, O. In simple, I means input, T means transformation, or you can say that process. Last one is output. What is this input? These inputs are like land, people, capital, information, material. All these are going to be called it as production factors. If you are manufacturing any product, definitely it should be required some kind of inputs. With the help of these inputs only, we can manufacturing by the product. Even you can take an example like a cement company. In cement company, what are all inputs? Limestone, gypsum, water and other components. Even in teaching field also, you can take it. What are the inputs? Chalk piece, duster, textbooks, input materials are the part of the input. Whereas second step, which is talking about transformation process, or it is also called it as value added. Here, what they will do before output, the important process will be taking place. It is also called it as a conversion process. In the conversion process only, with the inputs, they will add by the value addition, and then relatively they will be, the entire process is going to be getting completed. And the last one is called it as output. After your full-fledged efforts, finally we are going to see the result of your efforts, that is an output. I already given two examples like cement company, limestone, gypsum and those things are going to be called it as inputs. Then they will do all these things with the help of by the machines, workers efficiency. Then ultimately output is a cement bag. Even in the classroom teaching also, chalk piece, duster, all these are going to be called it as inputs. Once the lecture was got over, student will be gaining knowledge. So knowledge you can say, or you can call it as a output. Relatively in the output, any corrections required, any modifications are to be required, all those things are which is going to be done with the help of by the feedback of the base feedback of the each and every respondents.